The particular calling I felt was at a young adults gathering here in New Zealand. It's run every year, it's called Hearts Aflame. One night after night prayer in the chapel, I suddenly realised that everything I'd hoped and prayed for as far as a job, a career, a wife, a family, all those things in fact ought to be put to one side, and I was to become a priest. It was a big shock for me. I think I've always been reasonably effective in the parish. Certainly my last parish, a wonderful parish, people enjoyed coming, it was a rather popular place. But you know, as my time drew to a close there, I realised that at the level of personal conversion, we were lacking. You know, they talk about a God-shaped hole in our hearts. I sort of had a God-shaped hole in my vocation, working hard, reasonably popular and well thought of, all those lovely things, but come on, where was the conversion? How did I hear about DR? Father James Mallon came to New Zealand, gave a talk on it. I still wasn't completely convinced because I wanted to know, will it work? So I made a telephone call to a parish in Brisbane. Father Maro and Vanessa were there, and they agreed to give me an hour of their time. And after that hour, I was convicted that this was a genuine path forward. A breakthrough for me was when I realised that one of the strategies for leadership is collaborative leadership. The particular weaknesses and faults that I have can be ameliorated by having a team, a senior leadership team. That's just absolutely suited me. We put a good amount of time every week into prayer together. It's fantastic because we know that in the spiritual life there's a rhythm to it. And if you're in a time of desolation, and if you're the only one, prayer for the parish starts to falter as my personal appetite for prayer goes up or down. When you've got a team who are going through their own rhythms of prayer, there's a constant sort of petitioning of the Holy Spirit to guide and be with us in this parish. I don't want my parishioners to be visitors here. I want them to see themselves as hosts who welcome others and to go out and encourage others to come. Part of the transformation that's happened in this parish as part of my leadership team is that we've done an engagement survey, so we want to back up my claim that it works with some hard data. We had 13 baptisms at Easter. All through my 18 years of priesthood, I've only ever perhaps had 2 or 3. We've put well over half the parish through Alpha. The numbers of people generally involved in parish life is increasing. Collaborative leadership has a genius to it, and I put it to you, that's why Jesus didn't go it alone himself. He called a small number of his closest friends. He had the 12, and then of course then we had the 72. So Divine Renovation, if I could make an accusation against them, they're borrowing a model that's been used already by the Lord himself. If you want to configure yourself to Christ, how about leading the way Christ led? And he shared that charism for leadership with his closest collaborators.